Good evening, everyone. Appreciate you being here. Got a great event for you tonight featuring Mr. Dave Buchanan. Before we get into that, I've got several things that I need to cover with you real quickly. Have something to write with. I'm going to cover a lot of stuff real quick. We do this every Thursday night, 8 o'clock Eastern. You can watch live online, which we love having you guys with us live. We do this prior to the corporate call that happens at 9 o'clock. If you've not registered for the corporate call tonight, write this link down. It's the direct link that you can hop on there as soon as we're done. It's https semicolon // ihub dot training / live. I'll give you 1 second to write that down. That will be right after we're done here tonight at 9 o'clock. I know we have several new people with us that just joined us this week, so I wanted to make sure I made everybody aware of that. That's our routine every week, 8 o'clock here, 9 o'clock corporate. What I love about this program, this has been an unbelievably big week. What I love about this program is that you can build a team if you choose to, but even if you don't, you can create a strong six-figure income just giving away our product. And every time I say that, it just sounds crazy, but there's a lot of people on this team right now that are focused on giving away 100 players, doing that first before they even think about building a team. And if you stop and think about that, and you can say, I've been here 90 days, I've been here 3 months, I've been here 6 months, whatever. I gave away 100 boxes. I'm making over $10,000 a month. If that's your story, then anybody that is recruitable will be recruited. And that's a real important concept, because a lot of people, Dale, should I start building my team yet? And as you guys have heard me from day one, if you find the right person with some skills and determination, yes. But this is not the time to find people that you have to constantly try to keep motivated and focused. That's not who we're looking for. This is the first week that this team added over 100 new customers and 100 new affiliates on this team this past week. The immediate goal is 2,000 a month. That's the immediate goal. You don't have to be the sharpest tool in the shed to understand that something very unique is happening with this company and with this team. You just don't. I mean, if you just stop and really pay attention, I mean, have any of you witnessed anything like this ever? And maybe some of you have, but if you did, I promise you it was years ago. It was years ago. You haven't seen anything like this lately. Think about this. According to an article I read last week in Small Business Genius, this article, it said about 86% of small business owners make less than $100,000 a year in the United States. We could have over 20 people on this team make over $100,000 during their first 6 months of this iHub Meta program. And see, that's why I'm so confident, why a lot of people are so fired up about what's going on and what people can accomplish if they get focused and get serious and go to work. Nothing happens if that doesn't happen. Focus, serious, go to work. But the upside potential is unlike anything I've ever seen. Y'all have heard me say this 1,000 times. I apologize, but because of smart contracts on the blockchain, decentralized finance, there is a new era of wealth building. It's available to us that didn't even exist 2 years ago. It wasn't even possible. And you can't put this program, and people try to every week, they want to compare it with other MLM programs and put it in the MLM box or the direct sales box. What we are doing has never existed before. And 90% of the people in this company don't understand it yet. And it's really wrapping your mind around where we are at this time and place in history. This is real important, but for some of you, it's very important. Just do your part. You don't have to understand all this fully yet. The team culture and systems that we're putting in place will allow those willing to take action. They'll be able to ride the wave to what I believe will be the next billion-dollar company. And I promise you guys, there is a method to my madness. I promise. One of the things I wanted to just remind you guys, please get in the habit of doing this. It will make a big difference. When you see this come through on your email, this is Richard that we had the pleasure of joining our team. He's out in Las Vegas. And you know, he came in, when was this, the 7th, which was, I believe, yesterday or the day before. And as soon as someone hits your email box, then what you should do is go to cmgihubteam.com, log in, scroll all the way down to the bottom, and I think it's on the right hand at the bottom, and click join the email list, and put their name and information into our email list so they get updated on new trainings, new events, things that are coming. We can get them hopefully plugged into the loop and get them on the Facebook page. That's the first two things that should happen. Over 50% of the people that have joined this team have never been on the Facebook group, and over 80% have never been on the email list. We will continue to refine the CMG systems and provide timely tools and training free to you guys, exclusively for this team. Every week I have somebody in some other team, they want to join us. And it's constant, and it's not going to get any easier or any better, but there's a reason we do it like we do it. And there's a reason. This culture is different. It's unique, but I understand what we're doing, how we're doing it, and where we're going. And guys, just stay up to date. And if you need to catch up and keep up, I mean, in my mind, that's your job. You catch up and keep up, and we're going to ride this. We will build this out, and great things are here for everybody that's willing to put their head down and go to work. I mean, just this week, just to give you an example, if you've missed any of this, catch up on it this weekend. But I was running to a lot of people saying, Dale, they're so fixated on making money on the internet that they can't see this opportunity. And I had somebody say, well, I don't want to be a door-to-door salesman. And I thought, they aren't seeing it. They aren't getting it. Because this guy that said that to me has been piddling around for 11 years trying to make a profit online, doing everything, and has never made any money. And that was kind of the motivation, just the conversations I've had with you guys behind this little training. And I know some of you have used it already. You've sent it to people that describes, that you've communicated with, that are just brainwashed that if I'm going to make a profit in a business today, it has to be online. That was one thing. We did the Saturday training. The response from that was fabulous. When we have our next 10 club training, I will talk about the best way to use this. I'm not going to get into that tonight, but I think Saturday spoke to a lot of people and started to wake some people up. I did this at about 3 o'clock this morning. I've already had some phenomenal responses from people. And again, it's timely. It's really timely. And that's what I try to do is introduce the right trainings, the right ideas when it's going to be the most timely for the most people. I broke down, and I'm not going to publish this anywhere. You can watch the replay and see the email. I've had so many people in the last couple of weeks say, Dale, what do I do with network marketers? How do I contact network marketers? And we've been suggesting to go to every upline, sideline, hardworking network marketer that you've ever met and let them know about this program. And I've just been saying, send them the hole in the head video. And that's all I've said. Some of you are here tonight because you saw that video. And some of you be watching the replay because you saw that video. That's what got your attention. And when I did this, it was personal. It was for a few people that I selected personally that I wanted to work with. I never thought I would use it as a tool, and I never thought I'd be sharing it tonight. But for the time being, you can send an email and this video, and there's the link right here, and it is case sensitive. So use it, the case, spell it out the way it's showing. And this will redirect to a YouTube video, that they can see. Nobody can access it from the public. It's set on private, but if you have the link, which I'm giving you, people can access it, and send them an email and tell them to contact you if they want to talk to me. You can set that up. That's fine. I'll be happy to talk to anybody. Without question, and I've been saying this way before, iHub Global, I've been talking about this for over 3 years. In today's environment, directly contacting people that are involved in network marketing is the greatest way to recruit right now, because I promise you, they're realizing the shift has happened. They don't know what's happened, but they know it's not what it once was. And they're just trying to keep people excited and fired up enough to keep them on auto ship one more month. Okay, this is what I really want to cover, and then we're going to get into Dave. It's not going to take me any time. I got 4 minutes. Loop Business Directory. Guys, I need you to really study this and understand how to use it. If you've not added your businesses, please do that. How many times have you had business owners say, is there anybody else in Marietta that has these players running that I could go take a look? Do other Mexican restaurants, do other barbershops have these? You get those questions. And what if you could shoot a personal screenshot video to Joe at Joe's Barbershop and say, hey, Joe, I was in there today, blah, blah, blah. Here's some other barbershops around the country that are using this iHub Meta system with Loop, and add that to your follow-up emails. Now, I did a video on this. I'll put it up later tonight. It's already done. I didn't put the link up, and I won't until after the corporate call, but just kind of walking you through how to use this Facebook page to follow up. Please get yourself educated on this. It's going to be an important tool for us. And again, we need everyone to catch up and get your businesses added, and just make this part of your routine. You sign up a new business, you take a picture in front of it. If you can, take a picture and then upload it to the business directory Facebook site and the other CMG Digital if you can. It's going to help us all, guys, as we continue to move forward. Okay, just to kind of wind this up before I bring on Mr. Buchanan, you guys are crushing it every week. Since the leaderboards were introduced during the beta program, we've had about 5 to sometimes 8 members of this team be on the leaderboard for the most boxes that have been activated and online, which is the most important leaderboard. You know, getting boxes out there doesn't mean a lot if they're not activated and online. And you guys are crushing it. Like I say, every week, 5 to 8 people. This week, we look, Joe Richards up in New York was 25. Carlos in Colorado was 24. Dave West in Minnesota was on the leaderboard. Dan Bruning in Kentucky on the leaderboard this week. Dan Parks back on the leaderboard this week in Tennessee. Dave Buchanan, we're going to hear from in just a second, back on he's never come off the leaderboard since he's been on it. He's in Florida. Myself, Kamala, out in Michigan, and then Dale and Sue Whitney, also on the leaderboard, who and have been from day one, and I believe will ultimately be the number one distributors affiliates in this company. But guys, if you count that up, that's 9. This is the first week we've had 9 people from this team on the top 25 in this company. I don't even know what to think about that, except I expect it. I think it's going to get better and better. And when I can't mention the number 9 without thinking about the University of Kentucky, because this will be the year that the winningest basketball team in college basketball history wins their 9th NCAA championship. And granted, I have said that the last 3 years in a row, but I really believe that this year. So I'm going to stop this recording. I'm going to let Dawn help me here. We're going to stop the recording and we're going to start the interview with Mr. Buchanan here in about 2 minutes at the most.